Okay, guys, hello, welcome to Findstv Hobby Homeschool. This is Carmina. From wherever you are, in anywhere, in any part of the world, the globe, welcome to Findstv Hobby Homeschool. I am doing my live again, a beginner's practice for yoga. So yeah, so let's begin. It's been a while. Welcome back to me. Like that. Guys, I'm just a little bit of, yes, yoga anywhere is supposed to be the title of this blog because I'm in the kitchen. Okay, there's some kind of we are cleaning in the living room and somewhere in any part of the house. So I am practicing here uh, in the kitchen. All right, can you see the? So I'm here. So anywhere you can do yoga. Okay, so yeah, so guys, I have my cue card. Again, I always do this. Like, guys, I'm really sorry. The lighting, I'm confused. Ah, all right, so again, yeah, so I do this. So if you don't have access to internet or anything, you can have your like the old school, like stick figures if you like. I do this sometimes, like whenever I am going to somewhere which is like somehow remote or I don't have access to Wi-Fi, I get this. All right. So again, so I'm going to start. I'm going to do my stretching, guys. So this is somehow like just like a combination of all the the gurus I follow online. Um, it's all a combination like um, Kino Yoga, Yoga with Cassandra, Charlie follows like that. All right, so I just combine them. All right, so how a beginner's practice. So if you are a beginner, practice with me. All right, so first I do this. I try to sit upright. So if you are a beginner, somehow you see them like doing half lotus, or you can do this just like this. And also guys, pardon me guys if somehow like my Wi-Fi suddenly, I will try to come back always. Okay, so I tried to count that, like how long they do that. I count, I it it seemed like it was 5 seconds to 10 seconds, like that. All right, so somehow, and then they say usually they're the chant they do in yoga, yeah, like that. And then still eyes closed, but as I put my hands down on my knees, I try to softly open my eyes like that. All right. So, and then after, so I'm going to do my T shape like that. So guys, I'm going to transfer here. Okay. All right. So I'm going to transfer. So by the way, it's around uh, past 5:30 in the morning here in Florida. I mean, I'm having a vacation here with my sister's family. So yeah. So T shape. Now this usually guys, this one like I noticed from the gurus I'm watching, they try to put this like flat on the ground. But at first I was like this, like guys. So really try to sit upright like that. 5 seconds. Inhale, exhale. Then down. And then shake it a little. So it's gonna hurt for a while, like for the first time. And then you can also do your um, arm circles. Guys, I shaved One, two, three, 4, 5, 1. So counterclockwise. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can do your like, a little big circles, no? 1. So as if you notice, guys, as a beginner, guys, I notice, guys, like every time you lift up, you do your start of the circle, and then down, exhale, down, exhale, like that. Because I wanted to explain to you, like, really, like, what's happening while, you're doing every position, diba? So we will understand. So down again, and then shake it off like that. Shake it off. Taylor Swift, right? So, and then, what is this? So this is part of stretching, no? So still, I put down my arms here, and then always navel sucked in, your navel in, guys. So inhale, and then exhale. Continuously exhaling, inhaling, and then I put my head right on my side here, on the right side, and then somehow like that. And sometimes they also put this here. All right. So for 5 counts. Now on the other side also, being careful, guys. Okay. So sometimes, what's your definition of 1 second, right? So is it 1, 2, 3? Is it like that tempo, or 1, 2? I notice it's really 1, 2. Take your time, cause otherwise, you know, we have to try to make it like practice using right timing, right? So yeah, sometimes I do it fast when I want to cheat, like sometimes, like I'm in a hurry. Okay, so, and then, guys, I'm going to transfer here. All right. Hi. Hello. Shout out to everybody. Yeah. All right. So next is I'm going to do the cat and cow position. So cat and cow, guys, like this. Now I always share this like from behind. Sorry for my feet. So from behind, guys, like that. So side. So it's going to be, your goal really is to, practice at your own pace. Sometimes it's just going to be like that, and then somehow eventually it flattens. Right? So it took me years before I was able to flatten that, So cat and cow. So my hands are clamped on the ground. Inhale, and then exhale. So like that. Inhale. So I do like somehow a concave on my back, and then exhale. Inhale, exhale. Like that. Inhale, exhale. Okay. So, and then the I can't remember the name of the poses sometimes. So this is the puppy pose. So somehow you put your hands here, both here, or sometimes they do in the center. Okay, so I am down here. Again, I'm trying my back leg to put it flat. Somehow you wait for that time, it will come. Just keep on practicing every day. So every day, or 5 to 6, 5 times a day, 5 times a week. So others put it this way, and then somehow others put their chin down on the ground like that. I'm able to do this now. Suddenly I noticed after more than maybe 2 years of practicing. 2 years, 1.5, guys, I can't remember anymore. So before I was just like that. And yeah, so there is a more advanced position for that. All right. So, and then after, so we do the plank. Somehow, from what I know, basic plank is I put my leg back, right leg back, and then lift, and then somehow like this. Navel suck in. Now you're not just doing this just like this. You're sucking in your belly like that. And then pushing a little bit forward. 1. Looking in between your hands. 3, 4, 5. And then I go down and do my Sphinx pose. Now this one is a Sphinx pose like that. Now as you practice, guys, you're able to lift up and do like this one is down. My body here is still down. You can do this, or you can do lift up totally. So it takes a while. Now this one is our first downward dog. Now when I do my downward dog, guys, like that. Now others, they put their feet together or somehow like that. My goal is to really, the gaze of the direction of my gaze is going towards my navel, my pusod. All right? That's your goal. Somehow, that's what I've learned from doing this for so many, like, a couple of years almost. And then that's the time I shift. So if I'm facing like that, okay, we take a pause. So now what I'm sharing with you guys, okay, what I'm sharing with you guys now is the transitional pose, which is called chaturanga. So I'm pretty sure most of you are heard about it. It's like, it's not really a rest, but it's actually like an in-between set of poses that you do before doing another series or flow of poses. So this is what you call chaturanga. It's somehow like a pause, a stop, but you are still doing a flow. So it's called chaturanga. So chaturanga is every time I end and start something, a certain yoga pose, I have to do a chaturanga. All right, so this is the set of chaturanga. It starts from a plank. So if I came from a while ago, if I came from Sphinx a while ago, I know. So let's say I finished a pose, okay? So if for example, I stopped from here, and then I get up, and then I start my chaturanga. It starts with plank, and then I go down somehow. I do my upward facing dog, and then downward facing dog. Now this all comes together. All right, so I can go on to the next pose. The next pose would be a forward fold, standing forward fold. So I go on top of the mat like that. All right, so given I'm here, and there are a lot of ways to go on top of the mat. Somehow you lift yourself up and then bend, inhale, exhale here. You see, guys? So the jump through is gonna take a while, so wait for that. You just keep on practicing. It will come, guys. All right, so the easiest way from the chaturanga again. So chaturanga, plank, I go down and then lift and then down. And then I step here. You can do this to make it easy with a little bit, bent if you like. and somehow you're able to carry yourself towards. And then now what's happening on the side here is this one is sucked in, and then I fold, and then like that. And as I practice even more, I go near. And then I lift again. And then you guys, you know the variations in standing folds. There are several kinds, but one of them is holding your toes. Like this one is hip width apart. And then with my fingers, 3 fingers, 1 finger, a single finger, like that. This one, guys, I can't still do it yet. Nicely, but inhale and then exhale. It's not yet. So this one, I let go like that. I notice, guys, like that. Now, you know where the force comes from, actually, guys. It's from the core. It's the triangle here that we are developing always. It doesn't come from anywhere. It's really from here. All those positions that you are lifting your legs, it really is the strength from here. Now, it only develops as you practice all the time. Like, be it you have a severe spasm for the day, try to do a 15-minute yoga, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, until you are able to do an hour every day. Keep on practicing. That's the secret. All right. So, given that I came from here, and then after, so the next position for this strength and flexibility yoga is I am going to put my right leg forward. Guys, I'm going to move back. And then start lifting and then putting my hands here. And then lift my other hand like that. Now, okay guys. So how I look, guys, is like this. Somehow I lift up. Okay, I'm trying to get my balance. And then try to gaze up to your fingers. If you can't do it yet, then practice from the ground. And then as you can, you increase your gaze up. Okay, and then I do the other side. So you see at the back, so I lift. Now you see, guys, that's why I'm able to lift. That's why I'm able to lift, is because of my tummy, like the belly, the core, right? That's where we will get our energy and power from. All right, so that's your goal. Always, always. Why are poses so hard? Because that's the test of yoga. Being able to do it during the toughest, like the hardest point of the practice. Your resilience, your strength is being tested during the practice all the time. If you can stay like 5 more seconds, a second more, 10 seconds, like that. Right? So from here, I lift the other side and then finally somehow like stabilize from here. Now here, because guys, I want to share with you like my evolution while I was practicing this. So at first, I was like this. I was able to just lift like that, practicing just like that. And then somehow, I'm able to tilt my upper body. Because you want to be able to gaze to the sky with this entire torso, not just your neck. Do not remember, always remember that, guys. All right. So from that position that I finished this one, I shift, I put this down, and then, so this one, so somehow like a triangle pose would be triangle like this, and then shift, and then somehow like do this one, your hip shake, and then I put down my body like that. Now guys, this one is not as perfect, but somehow always learning to tilt your, almost your body to gaze up, not just your neck, because otherwise you're gonna break your neck. All right, and then I go on to the next side. So again, I do my hip shake, and then like that. 5 seconds. Try to lift up. Now it's going to hurt in the beginning. You keep on doing it, guys. Believe me. Because before, guys, like totally, I could not even, bring up my arm. All right. And then inhale again, exhale here. All right. Now, after so that I have been doing those poses, I'm going to introduce again chaturanga. So just for you to see. So I came from here, right? So I lifted up, and then I twist to the front of the mat, and then I do my plank. Remember chaturanga, the set of transitional poses, to go to the next pose. Chaturanga, down, and then that is chaturanga. Remember, guys? 5 seconds. Inhale, exhale. Looking at your navel or your pusod. And then going to the next pose, a warrior pose. So here, you see, guys. All right. So from here, a warrior pose. You see, guys, like that, my back leg. I lift up and then spread my arms like that. 5 seconds. Now this one, guys, the test here, always straight somehow. Your torso is somehow like that. And then I swing. You see, from here, I twist. I want you to see, guys, my back leg. So where is that? So from here, if I'm doing the warrior like that, somehow it's going to be like that. I'm doing the warrior pose. And as I go, my chaturanga, I twist my leg. Okay, so I twist my leg, go back to plank, forward, and then down, and then alright, so I'm going to proceed again to the next. So now I'm trying to introduce chaturanga always, all the time, in between poses, alright? So given that I came from here, I'm going to transfer here. Can you see me, guys? Also, okay, so given that I came from the downward dog, the next pose would be, I bring this here. So inhale like this, inhale, exhale here. Inhale, as I tilt again like that, exhale here. Lift up your hands like that. And then this one again, your entire torso is somehow tilting, looking, gazing up at my fingers. Actually, to the sky. Alright, and as you do this, always, you are able to do this pose. Looking up, if you can't do it yet, like up, you can start from here. And then as you progress, like that. And then I shift onto the other side. Alright, so from here, I do my basic triangle and then somehow like that. And then lift. And also you can also put down your hand. Same as from the other side. And then I return. And then go back. And then do my chaturanga again. Alright, chaturanga. Lift. And then the next pose would be the modified plank. Okay, so this is good for us beginners. So behind is my leg is like kneeling like that. All right, the other leg is supporting, and then I put my other leg spread like that, and then three, 4, 5. All right, and then all right, so on the other side, if I transfer, so I kneel back again and then do the modified plank like that. All right, and then after, so I'm going to do my chaturanga again, plank again, and then down. And then the next pose would be, guys, let me just check this one. All right, the next pose would be, if I'm coming from downward dog, I bring my leg in center of my hands, and then twist. My leg would be facing like that. And then this one, the challenge here is you can bring your torso just like that. Or as you progress, you practice going, or down towards your chest, down towards your knees, like that. Inhale, exhale. And then lift up, exhale here. All right, guys. And then you go on to the next side. I twist. Okay. And then as I twist, somehow, guys, I noticed in this pose that it helps, like your feet is somehow towards on this angle. Okay, it depends on how wide, but this angle. So you have support compared to this one straight here. I find it a little bit shaky. So if you want like this one somehow down, So you can stay from here or eventually down, down, down. And then I lift up again. And then I go on back to the front of the mat, chaturanga again, plank, down, 5 seconds. Okay. All right. So I went to the front of the mat so I can do somehow some sitting positions, no? So if I'm doing my sitting position, so I start from my right. So this one, I would open my leg like that. And then, so guys here, so here open like that. They say this one is a half straddle, no? So correct me if I'm wrong. Diba? Full straddle is of course open. So this one guys, every time you see that I am opening my feet, my foot is flexed, right? Pointed, flexed. All right, so my foot is flexed on the other side, and then somehow do not do this like totally use handed, because this one you have to bend towards, but this one before you're able to bend towards, somehow I learned as a beginner guys. So this one I get my strength from here. As you know, a little bit force down your leg, your your leg here, you are able to establish your core strength. So inhale, exhale as I turn my torso on the other side. Like, preparing yourself for that position. Not just your half body like that. That's different. Now this one is here, somehow preparing myself to go here, right? So from here, so you can always practice from here, just like that, or here, or here. Okay? So again, if you're able to do like slowly somehow, you know, suck your navel in always when you fold, and then one. Others look on their, foot. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, exhale here. And then inhale again, exhale here. Always do not force like suddenly you go up and then you go to the next position. Otherwise, you're gonna be forced. Your body is going to be having like spasm if you do it wrong. Right? That's how I noticed, guys. Because I did those mistakes. Right? So again, doing the other one, the other side. Inhale, suck my navel in, exhale here, prepare. Now you can start from here. You don't have to force yourself to, immediately. It will come. Wait for that yoga. In anything we do, of course, we need patience, right? So, yeah. So here, my foot is flexed. Sorry guys, it's a little bit dirty. Down. I want to try like those professionals, like gurus, or those who compete. Like they really are bent like this, and then they are still able to gaze towards the foot like that, guys, and down like that. And then from here, inhale here, lift, and then exhale, and then inhale again, exhale here. All right. And so how do I, so given that I did that, So I go back to the chaturanga, remember the transitional set of poses. So from here, somehow I lift up and then position myself to plank, down. Now the same position. Alright, now if you can't do that yet, like us beginners, we can always like, lift and then somehow bring yourself in the middle or in the front. Alright, so the same position somehow. So from here, guys, I go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift up, exhale here. Alright, and then so again, my torso preparing myself. Suck my navel in and then exhale here. You can always just stay here or, go further down. Inhale, exhale here, right? So guys, again, I go back, lift up myself, and then go back to plank, down. Alright. So the next pose would be this one, guys. Alright. So as a beginner, guys, it took me like not really, this is not as perfect as I'm doing it, but really understanding totally how it is done. So somehow this pose is, of course, it came from here, but you lift the other knee to the right first, and then somehow I put my arm here. Now it's gonna take a while. Somehow, as a beginner, sometimes you're just able to put it here. And then, as you progress, you're able to bring, and then the other one needs the other hand here somehow. No? So, so from here, so it's not yet done. This position is actually, I don't know, there may be a lot of variations, but I lift up and then exhale here. So the goal really is to somehow bring your chin almost to the ground, almost. But and then after, so you lift up, exhale here, and then you untangle. All right. Somehow, guys, like a slow mo of that, no? So I can hear my joints, like, little bit of, how do you call that? Cracking, like. Okay. So you see, I can hear my fingers. Inhale, and then exhale down, looking, gazing towards the floor. And somehow not slouching. Sometimes kasi I tend to slouch. So, down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift up. Inhale, exhale here. And then inhale again. Exhale here, untangle. Alright, so far, guys, like that. So, and then the next one is this one. So, So this one is a full straddle, but not really like, the 180 degrees angle, guys. But somehow try our best, trying our best. So inhale, and then, you put somehow like your hand here. Exhale, and then gaze up like that. Okay, if you're doing it wrong, sometimes it's going to hurt here, but somehow do not force yourself, like whichever, wherever you can only. And then I'm doing the other side. All right, and then so I put back this one again, lift up, chaturanga, down. Now I'm going to do somehow this one, somehow amalasana. Amalasana, guys, somehow if I say it right, guys, uh, like that. All right. So I sit down. Not if you can't do it wide as wide yet, then don't force yourself. Just wherever you can. Okay. So I didn't know, like, okay, I'm trying to always do like this, but I learned somehow that the goal is really to be able to bring yourself down, 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 like that, guys. I didn't know that because I was trying to do like that always, just like that. But I learned that, the advance is really to go down further. So that's where your goal is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one, Bakasana, crow pose, different from crane or crow pose. But I admit I still can't do it yet, guys. But somehow, like, the prepare or the practice is, I don't want to teach this, like, share this with you so much, but just as a beginner, how I fail on this one. So I think it's important, right? So from what I understand, guys, these two guys, you bring them closer to your arms somehow, and then make sure you have a, soft, somehow like a support here, like a cushion or something. All right. So, but for me, I'm not doing that because I'm not going to really totally. So the leg part will be, so you are going to lift, inhale, and then somehow this one goes to your armpit. That's what I understand, guys. And I can't understand why I don't. Maybe I'm still heavy, but why I can't get it. Okay, you shoot that here, from what I understand, guys. So this one, you have to read it somehow from the balls of your feet, and then arms are bent, and then you do like that. Okay, if I'm going, so from here, guys, somehow position, lift up, shoot your knees onto your arms, and then down, and then try to lift up. 1, 2, I get 2.5 each seconds from both sides, and then shift to chaturanga, because the goal really is for you to suspend both your knees, both like that. I can't do it yet, guys, so I'm doing it manually. All right, so guys, from that position again, they say if you are still in this position, like you cannot bend your arms, never do a bakasana or a crow pose. It's dangerous because I fell on it. Yeah, I had a mild stroke. So do not. It takes time. Just practice the prepare positions, like this one from here. This is a prepare position. Practice lifting up, and then trying to bring your knees and your arms, and then bend your arms, and then somehow kneel towards, then lift up, 1, 2, and then other one, 1, 2, and then go to the transition poses like the chaturanga, down. All right, so there's another day time to practice that, and one day we will be able to do that. So as you practice all the time, well, other positions in yoga I can't do before. I noticed I was able to do it after a year, after 2 years, like that. So it takes time, no? So yun guys, that's the bakasana. All right. So after, so that I came from chaturanga, the last pose is the downward dog. I prepare to do a sitting position. Inhale, exhale here. All right, so down. I do my boat pose. So both poses can start from here, from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so, or you can go straight here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then down. 1, 2, my hands are up like that. 3, 4, 5. Inhale. So see, I still fall, no? So inhale, strength from the core. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's it. Now you can always do like a rest like this, like after 5 sets, go like that, and then lift. That's a rest. And then do it again. And then lift. That's a rest. All right, so practice that. I told myself when I started, guys, the boat position, like everything up going towards the sky, it was so heavy. I told myself I am going to practice this all the time, even if it's not included in a certain yoga flow. So after any yoga flow that I practiced from online or any cheat sheet, if it's not there, I'm going to do an extra after I do my namaste, because that's where you get results from practicing, di ba guys? Extra, you get you do an extra mile to you know understand a position, di ba guys? All right, so after, so I came from that position, and then from here I lift up, chaturanga. So somehow guys, sometimes this position, like lifting up like that, inhale, exhale here, inhale again, try to practice lifting up, exhale up here, then continuously breathe, looking towards the sky or your feet if you fall again, and then redo it again. All right, so again, never life is falling is part of life, right? Falling apart, falling all the types of falling and also in yoga. So all you have to do is redo it again. Keep on doing it 1,000 times, as they say from the gurus, right? So inhale and then exhale up here, and then gaze towards from wherever you are. Now I do this sometimes because I really fall naturally. So I just let myself be. And then, you know, somehow one day, somehow I get it right. Like I'm in the right balance. All right, just keep on doing it. All right, next. Now the challenge is, right, so you're able to lift up and then somehow bring this closer to your chest. That's the closest I can, guys. So for now, I will just be here. My upper torso is still falling on the ground. I just let it be. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I lift up and let go. Move on to the next position. There's another time to practice that. So try to not meddle on one mistake of your pose and then move on to the next. All right? All right. So this one, guys, always so constructive pose. My feet are going to be like this. Okay, so I lie down. And then, guys, for example, I'm going to lift up and then my both hands are like that. And then I'm going to lift up and bring my my hands onto the ankles of my legs. All right, so from here, constructive pose. This is constructive pose, okay? Like that. And then lift up, inhale, and then exhale. As I go to the center, inhale, exhale. Exhale here, alternate. 10 counts. I don't even know which count am I already in, but somehow. And then the last one is you lift up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is a good core exercise, guys. So again, I guess I forgot to share with you, this position, guys, it also works. I forgot to tell you that this one, you have to, your, how do you call this one? This part, guys, it has to be like sucked in, like your tailbone. Yeah, guys, so this one somehow is like that. So somehow like that, okay? So I lift up again. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, so it will work, guys, compared to just lying down. Nothing is happening, you're just doing that. Compared to your tailbone is sucked in, your belly is sucked in, navel sucked in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then in the middle, lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look towards the sky. 5. Down. One more. Okay. So I go back. Right. So doing a full straddle. So somehow, inhale, and then shift my torso, and then inhale again here, and then exhale. Now you can always stay from up here, down, down, down if you like pa. And then I lift up, and then change again. I can lift up, and then exhale here, and then lift up again, exhale here. Inhale, shift, prepare. Now sometimes, if some yoga practice, like yoga sets, like this, sometimes it's not included, this full straddle bend. Uh, I tend to have a hard time doing it again after, so I encounter it again after skipping for so many days because it's not included in the flow I'm practicing from. So you might as well, if you like, do it every day. Like sometimes when you go to bed, before you go to bed, or as you wake up, or you just want to do your, you know, in between days, stretching, you can do that. All right. I had a hard time with that, guys. Okay. Okay, this one, guys. So if I'm not doing my chaturanga, I'm straight to a lying position. So I lie down, put my both legs down, and then lift up one leg, and then try to bring it closer. Now this, now guys, you know what I realized, ha? The reason, I noticed, guys, ha, aside from core strength, the reason they are able to really bring that leg towards your chest, your head, it's because the strength also of the other guy down, the other leg down. I noticed, guys. So practice that because sometimes we are just focused on this one, right? But we are not realizing that the strength we get from here. Try to put it down straight. And then breathe in, breathe out, like that. Okay, guys, I forget, ha, in yoga, always try to breathe in, breathe out with mouth closed, just from your nose. Like that. All the time. When you do your exercise during flow, okay? Inhale, and then exhale as you bring it closer. Inhale. So, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. But do not force. If it's just until here, it's just until here. Okay? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. The other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. That's my ate. She's going to bring my pamangkins to school. Right. All right, so that's somehow how I got it, guys. So this one naman, I forgot, like the both leg raise is I try to lie down, and then I bring this together, pointing up to the sky. This one, guys, is pointed up to the sky, like that. And then try to rest your arms on your belly, on your navel. Look up to the sky. Count 1 to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Down. Alright, now you can do that against the wall if you like. I also do this like against the wall whenever I'm already like about to sleep. Isn't it like long standing hours, or you're just stressed for the day? You can do that, guys. It takes a while, guys, so practice. What is this? Okay, this one, guys, lifting the hips up, no? So this one, guys, I try to lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, trying to hold it up, like, how do you call this one? This position, guys, like, you know, like this. I forgot how it's called, guys. Sorry. This one, how do you call this? Sorry, guys, I forgot. So, yeah, I just try to, somehow, if I'm doing it right, I'm not sure. I know I'm still not. It's just practice. I'm gazing at my toes, my chin almost nearing to my chest, but not forcing. My arms are supporting my back. And then somehow do it slowly. Somehow, guys. The next one would be bringing this. Can you see me, guys? Sorry. Okay, so this one, guys, bringing your arms towards with your hands, touching it. So if you can do it like this, and then progress, as you progress, you go, further. All right, and then the next one would be, of course, bringing it totally up beyond your head, no? So slowly, guys. Uh, so if I is this a plow pose? I think so, guys. And somehow, then you bend your knees. Ayan, this one I can't do it much. Bend your knees and then I can't do that yet. Okay. Somehow, the other one with bent knees, you try to cover your ears with your leg. With the same how, like a plow pose. Somehow is, yeah. So, and then a fish pose. I hope I do it right, but somehow my arms are like this, and then this one like this, and then I lift up, inhale, and then I lift up, pushing towards, and then 1. My head is rested like that. 2, 3, 4, 5, down. Okay, that hurts because, yeah, you're like a fish stretched on the mat. And then finally, we are doing our breathing. 10 times. Now we see our gurus, like, as they breathe in, breathe out, you see, like, you hear some nasal, like, an extra, strong noise, like, it's because they already have practiced, breathing from deeper from the core, like up there, like that. Like that, guys. All right. So after breathing in, so this one, guys, was for me a challenging one. All right. So this one, guys, is a challenging for me. So if you have like any heavy books, no. So this one is a yoga block, right? So I practice my full lotus. Okay, so inhale, exhale here. I thought you just do it like that. I mean, it's properly done. I noticed. Exhale here. Okay, anything that you do like lifting up, exhale here. All right, now practice this one. All right, so practice this one, guys, carrying yourself like that. All right, and then as I put my hands here, and then exhale here, and then lift up, inhale, 1 for 10 counts, 3, and then you push up, 4, 5, 6, 7, gaze towards one direction, 9, 10, and then lift up 1 more second, and then down. Okay, I acknowledge Miss Kino Yoga. She always does, like online, guys. If you can also follow her, watch her YouTube poses or practice her yoga practice. She does that like 1 extra second, like 2 more seconds, 10 more seconds, like that. That's when you learn resistance, resilience. All right, so after, so that I came from my lotus. Now somehow, guys, you can also like practice. Can you do it without the blocks? You can. Let's try. Lift up. 1, 2, 3. I'm falling. 4, 5. You can, guys. This one really just to make it like a little bit more like the challenge. All right. So from here, like this one I want to practice, but I'm still having a challenge. So from the yoga, guys, I can do it. Like this one they do in lotus, and then they transition to chaturanga to go to the plank. I can't do it yet, guys, but I'm still, I'm just imagining being able to bring my leg back there. Well, maybe one day I'll do it. Just pretend. Okay. So again, the threading stretch. So if I'm stretching, I'm lifting my arm up and then down, thread it through my fingers. And then my legs are in kneeling position. My face under, my ears almost under my armpit. Then after, so slowly I pull up and then down, and then try the other side. I lift up and then thread through, and then like that. And then slowly come back. And then finally, guys, we go to the everybody's favorite, guys. Ay! Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Everybody's favorite, guys, almost is Shavasana. Right? So, now after a Shavasana, you go stretch and then somehow bring your leg to your chest and then roll onto the side, one side. Others do stay here until you like, and others like immediately bring themselves up and then do a sitting position. Like that. And then do the closing chant and then namaste, like that. Or somehow, guys, as I always do, like I do an extra bend always. So this is not part of any flow. It's just my invention. Alright. So, ayun, guys. Yeah, so guys, I hope you learned something from today's practice with a beginner. It's always nice to know like the behind the scenes, of I noticed like maybe I can share this with you guys. So if I'm going through like how did how was this guru able to do that position? What are her, prepare positions, points to remember before doing it, right? So yeah. So guys, thank you so much. I will be sharing soon uh, a lot, like from what I eat, from how like I have this new project, like my always just try just start something at home, like just from your from all aspects of our lives, right? We have our personal, we have our physical, our mental development, our social and everything, guys. I'm not perfect in all aspects, but somehow like sharing to you my discipline in somehow how I'm able to uh, suspend in my yoga poses, somehow like doing it better because I also sacrifice a little from food discipline. So it's not really, I don't want to call it like, before I thought it was like really starvation, but really it's really just satisfying, your hunger and not really like indulging, but totally, giving in to your, your uh, daily food intake, isn't it? Sometimes we go beyond, like we eat so much. I just want to share that, guys. That's like the power or the total understanding of tasting, appreciating food, so that we will not eat like all the time, like quick, not thinking I'm putting this much in my body. So what happens? So guys, I wanted to share that because I think that coincides with yoga. It coincides with yoga. Otherwise, or with any physical activity or your choice of exercise. Because if not, I don't think, guys, you're gonna meet your goal if you always eat this much and then you expect something from this part of your physical part of your life, physical aspect. So I just want to share that, guys. Maybe just be a light to somebody who is also having a challenge in eating. Please do watch my endless vlogs, my live streams on how I consume food. If you like the idea, then take some from and practice it. It might work for you also. Even so, if you don't do yoga, just do like 5 minutes exercise or walking, brisk walking outside, out from your homes. You can do so. You don't have to do yoga. All right, just do whatever you feel like. All right. So a lot more, guys. Like I'm into doing quick sourdough, natural sourdough recipes, all natural vegetable plants. I still give in to animal products and I still eat meat. I very little, but my body still looks for it. I would like to be honest, so I can't claim that I'm a full 100% full-fledged um, plant-based person. But yeah, vegan in some category, but yes, I still. So why not, like, just learning to taste. So that is the title of my next just trying to taste, you know, appreciating food really. When you taste, you appreciate food, right? Compared to when you eat, it's different from tasting, right? So eating is really satisfying your hunger and like, guiltless, guilt, like, how do you call this? Like, an uncontrolled indulgence is different. All right, it coincides with any physical activity. We know that, guys, right? So yeah, I want to also contribute, to lessen obesity. It's a big problem, right, guys? Because it's also a gateway to new diseases, right? We get sick from it, right? So somehow, as I do teach pastry arts before, and yeah, that will happen. I will update you. And when I get back from my vacation, yeah, I'll update you. But somehow I want to be a part of that since I prepare pastries. I want to, really try to serve better or small, healthier versions. Well, sometimes it's still good to eat, indulge in good, sinful desserts. It's so good, I know. I give into it, but I will share with you how I control it, like tasting and having discipline. All right, so please do watch my vlogs. I will be updating you. I know I have not been vlogging lately because I got busy with, I'm learning farming. We are learning farming here, and it's not easy, guys. Farming 101, guys. Definitely. Oh my God, it's so hard. You can't claim that you are a farmer unless you're able to sustain and grow and feed the masses, right, with natural, healthy food. And I want it to be a part of what my advocacy is, but biglang may advocacy, what I believe in. All right. So yeah, so not perfect, guys, but just sharing. So again, always, this has been Carmina of Findstv Hobby Homeschool. Just try always. If you fail, try again. Keep on trying. Just try, just start something at home. That's very important, guys. Never give up, all right? Take care, you guys. Bye. Salamat po. Thank you.